Excellent. For those of you who are new, you got the opportunity today to experience a speech of Arnie's, which is always very impressive from my point of view. I struggled not to use notes, and he is always flawless up here without notes. His speech today was number 3 in our Competent Communicator Manual, and the title of that project is Get to the Point. And one of the things that I noted right away that was exceptionally impressive was that the example Arnie was using was one that happened less than 30 minutes ago. Therefore, there was a portion of this speech that was extemporaneous. There was a portion of this speech which was almost like when we do table topics. And if you're like me, you're up here preparing and practicing, and when you get here, there's no room for that. I can barely get the word of the day in, which I should try to do now. Anyway, so the point of this speech is to have a clear purpose, both a general purpose and a specific purpose. And the general purpose was to get all of us to live in the moment, to remind us of how we have these barriers and these obstacles to living in the moment. And he did so in a way that was very personal, with real life examples, that was a great way for everyone, I believe, to identify with what the purpose of the speech was and to reinforce the purpose of the speech as he delivered it. It was excellent use of hand gestures and moving around. All of the things that you learn in the Competent Communicator Manual you saw throughout the speech that Arnie gave. The only thing I would suggest for improvement is that when we give a speech, it's always important to come look at the surroundings when you come up here and make sure that everything's in place before you start, so there's not any hiccups that you couldn't predict. And the blue light from the projector in the middle of Arnie's speech all of a sudden turned on and was shining in his face, and sort of been happening throughout the meeting, so I'm not sure what it was, but it said NPS Toastmasters, and then all of a sudden it was a blue light. So that was maybe a distraction for Arnie, I'm not sure, but it's a good idea to make sure the projector's off if you're not going to be using the projector. Again, it was a wonderful speech that definitely achieved the purpose. It was clear, it was organized well, it had 3 examples, which were the 3 barriers. They were developed with humor, they were developed with anecdotes, and it was a wonderful speech that I enjoyed very much. Thank you very much.